deceit, deceit, guys. They are pulling the wool over our eyes left and right. I've got some hot new information, brand new emails people sent me. Oh, and wait till you see what a couple states are trying to pass, even Florida. We're talking about stuff that you probably don't know, that you should know. And I'm gonna make sure you guys know about it. Really important information coming right up. If you guys are brand new here, welcome to our awesome community where we go over prepping tips, emergency preparedness how-tos, and I make sure that I keep you guys up to date with news topics that could affect you. If you find value in that, please hit the notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. I know a lot of you guys that have been subscribers for a while miss the river. It's been a long winter. Some of you guys are like thinking, RHL, Riverside Homestead Life? I've never seen no river. So I'm down here on the river giving you guys information as long as it doesn't get too windy. And as long as I don't start tearing out my eyes because it is crazy bright down here. And I'd wear some glasses, but I just don't like hiding behind glasses when I'm talking to you guys. Now I got a lot of different crazy stuff to tell you guys about. Let's start here. Mario writes in and says, truth is hard to swallow. This is why we prepare. People dumpster diving for food. They make it seem like there's no food shortages. They make it seem like inflation is not bad. Well, how about this? He continues, people dumpster diving for food. People are calling us preppers crazy, but I can promise you, won't see me dumpster diving for food. But hey, we got billions more to send to Ukraine to poke that bear more into wanting to attack us. And that's just one ugly example of them depressing what's really going on. And that's right, for those of us that are emergency preparedness minded, we're ready for stuff. Sorry guys, I had to come inside. It was getting cold, my eyes were watering because it was so bright in the snow, and it was starting to get windy. You guys don't like listening to wind. So now before I tell you guys about some of the laws that they're trying to slip in certain states, which is crazy, you're never gonna hear about them. And when they're done slipping these laws and bills into place, you really won't hear about them because that's what it's regarding. So before we talk about that, let's talk about the elites making you guys think that you have choice when you go to the grocery store. You go to the grocery store, you look around, you've got choices. You go to other stores, you've got choices. You're thinking, I'm doing good, I'm getting natural this brand, I've known it for a long time to be real good. No, guys, no, that's not what's happening. You guys have heard about Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street. These companies are buying out everyone. Take a look at this. When I say you think you've got choices when you go to these stores, it's all an illusion. Take a look at this list. Natural product companies that have sold out. Guys, we're talking about Burt's Bees, Tom's of Maine. I mean, look, go down the list. Odwalla. You thought that you were drinking a really nice smoothie drink from Odwalla? Coca-Cola owns it now. And you know who owns Coca-Cola? Look at Naked Juice, one of my old-time favorites, owned by Pepsi now. Honest Tea, Annie's, Blake's All Natural Foods, Van's All Natural Foods, cereal from Hearthside Foods, Bare Naked, Luna Bar. You guys see where this is going? These companies may have had a really good reputation at one point, but now that they have sold out to the big elite companies, look at all of these companies. All these companies are under the big umbrella now. They're trying to gain control on every single thing that we have to purchase. And it doesn't stop there. These companies deal with lawsuits all the time because you know what? The ingredients aren't what the ingredients used to be. New owners often mean new ingredients. And when it comes to lawsuits, how about this one? Johnson's baby powder. This little bottle is the cause of 38,000 lawsuits, allegedly. Here's another one. Johnson & Johnson's to pay $6.3 million in infants Tylenol settlements. This is allegedly supposed to be true. I don't know if these figures are exact, but you could look it up, and I'm sure it's pretty close. How about this one from Cincinnati.com, the Inquirer? States lawsuit, Kroger made salads, graham crackers, bagels, and other food contain lead. But here's what happens. When you have an umbrella owned by these guys, which then have umbrellas below the umbrellas, I mean, take a look at how this breaks down. We're talking about several brands that you guys all know and probably have loved are now owned by a really big group that does not have your same interest in mind. I mean, look, when you guys don't understand or know what's in these products any longer, like this Old Spice deodorant hit with a class action over rashes and burns. A new class action lawsuit against the market of Old Spice claim that the deodorant has left users with rashes and burns all over their skin. So what happens with these lawsuits? They get buried. Guess what? They're still on the shelf. And most people don't know what's happening because we're talking about a hub that has trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars that are starting to write the rules and regulations. And when something does and will go to some type of class action lawsuit, well, when you have all the money in the world, you can make that disappear. Have you guys ever heard the line, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care? And that's why I love bringing you guys awareness, because you guys need to know how much I care about you guys making the right decisions and knowing what you're supporting. For example, you guys need to understand how your money flows. You might buy Tide, which is owned by P&G, that's controlled by BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street, that also controls the entire oil and gas, mainstream media, social media, banking industry, and much more, which uses your guys' money to fund things that you don't agree with. That's right. So this is the type of stuff you need to be thinking about when you're spending your money at the stores. So let's jump into some of these laws they're trying to pull over our eyes. But before we do, know that if you guys have the will to make a change, we and some of our subscribers here have the way. And we're talking about switching away your spending from supporting the evil. Some of you guys already know that me and a handful of our subscribers here on this channel have already helped hundreds switch away their spending. So again, if you guys want to be a part of our honorable movement, we can and are making a big difference. Also, make sure you guys are shopping local farmers, farmers markets, and understand what you guys are putting into your bodies. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there. Are you guys concerned about your rights these days? Right here on 770 KTTH Radio rants, AG pushing most dangerous bill in legislative history. Check this out. Attorney General Bob Ferguson's office could arrest or civilly commit conservatives for uttering mainstream positions under a terrifying to redefine domestic terrorism that pushes speech. Yeah, you're not even going to be able to hear both sides of the story here soon. His office now claims some conservative views or anything he deems as misinformation or examples of domestic extremism. He even wants to create a Washington version of Ministry of Truth to fund journalists to push his political agenda. Allegedly, that's what this report says here. I'm not sure how this 770 KTTH conservative talk radio works, but that's here in my state, Washington State, which typically means, anything they put out there is probably going to fly. So I might have to move. Here is the bill information. It is HB 133-2023-24, labeled Establishing the Domestic Violent Extremism Commission. Yeah, crazy. So word on the street, maybe Florida would be a good place to move. They're doing it there too. Check this out. Channel 8 News reports, Florida bill would require bloggers who write about governor to register with the state. So when you thought Florida was in the bag, maybe not so much. With the elites gaining control, a lot of scammy stuff. And you guys got to keep both eyes wide open and know what's going on these days. More awareness is needed. Again, me and some of our community here at RHL, Riverside Homestead Life, are helping tons of people get away from this. So check us out at Switch with RHL and be on your toes, guys. As I know more, I'll keep you guys posted. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you guys on the next one.